We begin tonight with continuing coverage of the mission to prevent young people from abusing drugs. Today, a gathering took place in Escanaba to honor and remember loved ones lost to overdoses. TV6's Tristan Kendrick shares more about the fight to end addiction and the emotional toll it has on families.
Kids, you hear about the kids that...
Just more than a year ago, Eric Mallard of Delta County died after consuming a drug that was laced with fentanyl. His mother, Julie Mallard, says even though he battled depression, he always had a way of uplifting those around him.
He had a great personality. He was funny, always joking around. When he first passed away, over and over and over, everybody talked about his smile. That bright smile. I'll never forget his smile. He lit up a room. He was a lot of fun.
Mallard says Eric died on his 25th birthday, a day that should have been a celebration.
Birthday was on a Sunday, so he had taken Friday and Monday off work and knew he was going to spend the weekend partying, and it was in the early morning hours of the next day, and he was alone, when he died, and we found out the next day because he didn't show up for work.
She says her son's death inspired her to become involved with the Face Addiction Now of Delta County organization. FAN is a nonprofit serving people in communities affected by substance use disorder through programs and resources. They are in collaboration with Our Overdose Awareness in Delta County. Tonight they held a meeting to talk about loved ones lost to addiction and share ideas on how to combat the crisis. President Kelly Dietrich shared the story of her nephew's death from a drug overdose. She's now working to connect people with recovery resources.
I have been researching recovery houses for people who are in active addiction that need to go. We are giving out Narcan. We are giving out test strips for fentanyl. We take pamphlets and stuff here from FAN, from the health department.
Mallard wants to remind you that addiction doesn't discriminate.
This affects anybody, and even the so-called good kids.
FAN and Overdose Awareness of Delta County will continue to combat drug addiction and spare families from further heartbreak. Tristan Kendrick, TV6 News, Escanaba.